Hey everybody, and welcome to Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. Now today we're going on another trip back to Eternia and the Masters of the Universe with this Jitsu, evil master of martial arts. This is not one I had as a kid, so I can't wait to check this one out. Today we have the Masters of the Universe Origins Collection Jitsu, evil master of martial arts. Modern posing for retro play. This is not one I had as a kid, so I can't wait to get this one out of the package, as I've said. But first we're going to take a look. There's always some cool artwork on these packages, and this one says, "Ever searching for an opponent who can match him in combat? Jitsu channels dark energies to enhance his fighting power." Looks like he's taking a chop out of He-Man there, with Skeletor standing behind him. Put his sword in his hand and twist into powerful battle positions. And on the back also has the heroic warriors, He-Man, Sorceress, Buzz-Off, and Stratos, and the evil warriors, Skeletor and Jitsu. The evil master of martial arts. When I was a kid, I didn't have this figure, but I knew some other kids around the block that had some. And I never really knew if this was a good guy or this was a bad guy. But I guess I know now. But I actually knew after opening the Buzz-Off figure a few episodes ago. And it had the same comic book inside. Challenge of Jitsu. Also remember this guy having some kind of chopping action with his big golden hand. But we'll see. I don't think this one has that. Or else it would have said so on the packaging. Let's get him out of here. Okay, yeah, there's always some ties on these Masters of the Universe figures. And I don't see any around his legs. So let's see if we can get him out of here. That was pretty easy. Slide his sword out of the plastic there and dispose of this. All these little tie pieces that get everywhere, seems like. Challenge of Jitsu. Here it is, that card back with that explosion background. Makes some characters stand right out. Let's set that aside. Take a quick look at this. Yeah, this is the same comic book that we read before. We'll take a closer look at it after looking at Jitsu. This one has much better articulation than the action figures did as a kid back in the 80s. We can move this guy all around into several battle positions. Also makes him stand up a lot easier. And his sword fits right in that hand. As a big metal or big orange ninja sword used for chopping the good guys. This one does not have a chopping action with his hand, but due to his articulation, can make it look like he's in all kinds of cool positions with that metal glove he has. This one also comes with a little instruction sheet of removable parts, like his feet, his arms, his loincloth there, and his head as well. I'm not sure how that works with the loincloth, but it looks like his armor can come off. And I guess you pop his head off, it'll slide right over his neck. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave Jitsu whole with his armor on, so I don't inadvertently break him. This figure came out a little while back, not too long ago, but I just recently picked him up because some of the stores that I frequent don't have a good toy selection when it comes to these retro type toys, even though we know who is actually buying them. But here we have the Masters of the Universe, Jitsu, the evil master of martial arts. A great addition to my Masters of the Universe collection. One of the great things about the Masters of the Universe figures back then as a kid and now is these little comic books that come with each character. This one is Masters of the Universe Challenge of Jitsu. Here we have the Sorceress, Buzz-Off, He-Man, and Stratos. Greetings, He-Man. It's good you've answered my call. It's good to see you, Sorceress. You as well, friends Buzz-Off and Stratos. I hear Buzz-Off saying, I wish the visit wasn't under dire circumstances. Adrenos has been mysteriously attacked with heavy losses to my home and people. Avion as well. We have attempted to track the source, but our investigation came up empty. Then the Sorceress says, I have detected no spell. Some great physical force must be the cause of the destruction. And He-Man says, by the goddess, what unleashed all this carnage? To the entire Mystic Mountains. And so later they flew to the Mystic Mountains. Scanners aren't picking up anything. I see something, rather, someone. I see him too. Here's Jitsu hiding behind a rock. Ha! You're no match for Jitsu's might, Manticore. He-Man says, looks like we just found our problem. As Jitsu jumps out from behind the rock and chops the Manticore. Hi-ya! Then Buzz-Off flies up with Stratos and He-Man. You, whoever you are, I demand you stop at once. Stratos says, state your business and leave, or we will force you to leave. And Jitsu responds, ha ha ha! Finally, some warriors. You look like you could be a challenge to Jitsu. Then He-Man says, force you to leave it is. Ah, the one they call He-Man, at last we meet. Skeletor told me all about you. Then he shows him his karate hand. Skeletor, huh? You just said the magic word. Then let's find out who is the better fighter, you or me. And then he chops Stratos. Stratos, says Buzz-Off. Then He-Man says, watch out, he's fast. Hi-ya! And then he chops Buzz-Off. Buzz-Off, He-Man says as he runs toward Jitsu. Enough distractions. Let's end this, He-Man. The quicker the better. And then they get into a valiant fight where He-Man is attacking and blocking. And as Jitsu goes to chop He-Man, hi-ya! He-Man catches in his grip. Impossible, says Jitsu. And then they all throw him. For Avion, for Eternia, for Andrinos. Ugh. Sorry to bust your chops, Jitsu. So is he going to your jail or mine, says Stratos. And here we have another little checklist with the heroic and evil warriors, just like on the back of the card back. Always a fun time, these Masters of the Universe comics. Thanks for joining us today on Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. And if you want to see some more unboxing of some soon-to-be nostalgic toys, be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. See y'all next time.